This week on Studio 209, we bring you a Frankie's Food Adventure. Studio 209 is sponsored by City of Turlock Municipal Services, 209 Magazine. 209, everybody, welcome back to Studio 209. I'm Eddie Ruiz. Thank you very much. This week, we explore the fair. I mean, it is in full swing, and our very own Frankie Tovar went on a food adventure because, in reality, who doesn't like to eat? Let's take a look after a word from our sponsor.
Even with the recent rains, it's important to remember that California is still in a drought. For homes with odd-numbered addresses, watering is allowed on Wednesdays and Sundays. For even-numbered addresses, watering is allowed on Tuesdays and Saturdays. And beginning June 1st, watering is prohibited from the hours of 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. For more information on the city's watering schedule and how to conserve water at home, visit the City of Turlock website at www.cityofturlock.org.
3 years ago, Frankie Tovar embarked on his first food adventure at the Stanislaus County Fair. Since then, he's put his taste buds and stomach to the test, encountering and devouring a number of plates, including alligator on a stick, deep-fried hamburgers, lobster corn dogs, and frog legs. Now, after a one-year hiatus, Frankie is back at the Stanislaus County Fair and ready to embark on another adventure through the food court. What food will he come across this year?
Well, you're about to find out, because it's time for another Frankie's Food Adventure. My first stop on this food adventure is at a first-time vendor here at the Stanislaus County Fair, the G-Follow Oyster Bar.
We're serving them barbecued or steamed. Give them out on a plate. Got a variety of sauces, 3 specialty sauces we've made.
So you mentioned you guys have steamed and barbecued oysters. What is the difference between the two for people who maybe aren't too familiar with eating oysters?
So barbecued, you're gonna get a drier oyster. It dries it out a little bit so it's not as slimy looking to people. The steamed, we steam it with onions at the bottom and white wine in there. And so the steamed are a little more moisturized.
Now it's my favorite portion of the segment. Time for me to eat the food that we talked about. I don't want to talk with my mouth full, but that was really good. And down the hatch. I like that one better.
Drink that juice with it.
It's not your run-of-the-mill barbecue in the backyard. This is the Oyster Bar at the fair. Now these oysters were very satisfying, but I am not full yet. So it's time to go to another seafood dish with a different twist, lobster french fries.
We put about a quarter pounder more of lobster on there. We put some homemade chipotle aioli sauce, and we put some fresh parsley on top. We've been doing it for about 2 years, and they're very popular. It's one of the most popular items we have to sell.
How do the lobster fries stack up to the lobster corn dog?
In my opinion, I like the lobster fries a little bit better because it's mixed with the fries, and the sauce has got chipotle and stuff. It's a little bit different.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot I was supposed to talk. I tried the lobster corn dog, and I tried the shark bites from Sharkey's right here. I didn't think that any other dish would be able to top what I had from them before, but the lobster fries have done the impossible. They are number 1 on my list. If you come down to the Stanislaus County Fair and you want a seafood dish, grab the lobster fries. Now it's time for dessert. I made my way down the food court in search of dessert, and I found myself here at Country Fair Cinnamon Rolls, and I've been guaranteed that this is the place to be for a sweet treat.
We offer a half-pound cinnamon roll, hand-rolled, made from scratch with toppings. We do a cream cheese frosting. That's a tradition at this point.
During this 10-day run at the Stanislaus County Fair, about how many cinnamon rolls do you anticipate to sell?
We don't count per cinnamon roll. We do it by the pound. So we'll probably sell about a ton of cinnamon rolls here.
1 ton of cinnamon rolls?
1 ton of cinnamon rolls, yeah.
Man, if that's not popularity, I don't know what is.
Cinnamon Roll Sundae. It's a half-pound cinnamon roll with 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, chocolate, bacon, walnuts, and a cherry on top.
That sounds right up my alley. Now, when I stepped foot on the fairgrounds, I was wholly expecting just to eat a cinnamon roll, but hey, Augie surprised me with a cinnamon roll sundae. I'm sure you've had brownie sundaes. I'm sure you've had sundaes with cookies at the bottom. But if you haven't had a sundae with a cinnamon roll at its base, you are missing out. And I gotta tell you what, the Country Fair Cinnamon Roll booth right here at the Stanislaus County Fair has a hit on their hands, and you need to try it. I think it's safe to say that it's a wrap here at the Stanislaus County Fair. Now all that's left to do is to wash all that food down with some freshly squeezed lemonade. Until next time, I'm Frankie Tovar with Studio 209.
Ooh, cinnamon sundae. Oh my goodness, yummy. I know what I'm gonna be doing this Sunday, that's for sure. I'll be at the fair. Don't forget, you check out this episode and all episodes again, 209magazine.com. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and subscribe exclusively at the Turlock Journal YouTube channel. Next week, we're going to bring you guys a surprise, but you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be fun as usual. So for everybody here at Studio 209, I'm Eddie Ruiz. We'll see you next time.
209, 209, 209.